Hey everyone, Ashmir here with another Quarantales episode. And this week we've got Jordan Cardoso here. He's been with Nuts and Bolts for the past 2 years as a 2K writer, and he's from Maryland. So, hey Jordan, thanks for joining me.
No problem. How's it going?
How's it been? How are you?
Good. Hanging in there.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, it's Thursday. Well, when we're filming this, so it's like almost the weekend. So I kind of want to go back in time when everything first started. How were you feeling once coronavirus hit in your area? Jordan's from Maryland, so how was everything over there, and how were you feeling when you first found out that the country was shutting down and these precautions were being taken?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was kind of like scared because I didn't really know what was going on. It was the first time I had to deal with something like this. So I say, like, in terms of the grocery stores and stuff like that, I was like hesitant to go. So we were like placing the Instacart orders instead of going to the grocery store ourselves. So that was kind of new.
Yeah, and since then, I mean, for me, I haven't been, I haven't left my house probably except to go to the grocery store, and that's just because I feel like that's the only thing we're still able to do. So as time went on, like how was your family life changing? I don't know if you live alone or what adjustments did you have to make to kind of adapt to this new way of living? Like I had to start working from home with my mom and my sister in the dining room. So
Me, since I live with my grandmother, I was still going to work. Well, my job, it had closed down for a week, but that was like the only precautions they had took. So I would just have to make sure I was washing my hands and trying not to bring it into the house, since my grandmother's elderly and they're more immune to get the virus.
sure. So what else? I don't know what industry you work in, but what industry do you work in?
I was working at a car dealership.
Oh, okay. So a lot of exposure there.
Yeah.
And so has your life kind of resumed to normal, like your job?
Yeah, everything feels like it's back to normal now, I would say. But
Yeah,
I'm still trying to take precautions though.
sure. I mean, you're trying to limit as much time that you spend outside as possible, which
Yeah.
is crazy to me. So I mean, how was your mental health through all of this? I know for me, it's hard to just stay home with my parents every single day.
Um, I would say I was just taking it day by day. But like the week that I was home, probably by like Wednesday, I was like, all right, it's starting to get out of hand. Now I gotta get out the house or something. But
So what were you doing to help your mental health?
watching a lot of Netflix and Hulu.
Oh, cool. So what's something you watched in quarantine?
I just finished rewatching the whole Game of Thrones all over again because that's how bored I was. But I say between Game of Thrones, The Office, Ozark, Snowfall, I say that covers everything just about.
Okay, so you like those kind of sci-fi. I didn't watch Game of Thrones. Sorry. I watched I was watching How to Get Away with Murder. I just finished that.
I tried to get in that. I couldn't do it.
Oh, it's just there's too many people died. I had to keep watching how they all got away with it. But yeah, that was a very good show. Um, yeah, I mean, for me, definitely it was hard, especially just having to adapt from my day to day to just waking up, going downstairs, figuring out a workout routine here, just kind of like literally making my house the everyday everything place. So, and the fact that we haven't had sports. So when they announced in March that we weren't going to, have any more live sports, how were you feeling? What was going through your brain? I know for you, you like obviously love video games as well, but you do love the live games. So what were you thinking?
I I was scared because I wanted to see the playoffs. I'm a big NBA person. NFL, I'm into it, but I'm not into as much into it as I am basketball. So
So for the return, how are you feeling about that?
I I I think they shouldn't do it. I think they should just wait until all this blows over, just to make sure all the players and their families are safe. I mean, even though they're in Orlando, but still, you just don't want to take that risk.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, especially because we've seen people have cases before they even head to the bubble. So either way, somebody's been exposed somewhere. Um, and how do you feel about the setup for, the 8-game series that they've got going on? Just the way that they've created this whole emergency situation for the NBA. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I feel like it's a good idea, but I feel like it's not necessary. It's kind of like they're forcing it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they were thinking as a fan that they wanted to have that engagement back in their life. I mean, we all love watching live sports. I wasn't too bothered because the Warriors weren't A1 this year as they have been, so I was okay with the season ending the way they did. But and how I know you said NFL is not your number one, but for the NFL season to return safely, like how are you feeling about that? What do you think they have to learn from the way the NBA is returning in order to make it successful themselves?
I mean, as far as NFL, I would say it's not as many bad NFL teams as it is NBA teams. So it's like it's kind of hard to describe. But I feel like they shouldn't do NFL this year. In
Yeah,
my
so just cancel all sports. Yeah, I definitely agree. And when I saw that college teams are only playing within their divisions, I feel like it helps, but I just think the risk is very high. And I was watching The Jump, and I mentioned this in a different video, but Scottie Pippen was saying that the long term repercussions from getting COVID, we don't know how that's going to affect anyone. Like, sure, the players right now are in the healthiest state they can be, but how will that handle their lives in the long term? So I think it's just this whole year is a big flop.
pretty much.
So how have you adjusted now? Like, what have you been doing in your day to day? And then, what else helps you get through what we've been going through? I mean, we've been home like 100 days or something. So
I just started getting into streaming, so I'm trying to build that up a little bit. Um, been listening to a lot of podcasts lately. Watching a lot of the 2K League. I say that covers just about it.
I mean, that can keep anybody busy, especially because I know a lot of people are playing video games, of course, right now. I was trying to convince my parents to get me a new 2K. I found my old one for my PS2. Allen Iverson's on the cover. So that's the longest, like how long it's been since I played.
The crazy thing is you can't even get a console from the game store. They're all sold out.
Oh, you've gone to a physical store or you've heard?
No, my friend, he was trying to switch consoles, but he can't because he said everyone sold out everything. So
Mm, yeah, everybody's trying to figure out what to do. I feel like I've had way too much screen time as well because there's like so many things to watch on TV. I was on Netflix for a while, but yeah, I mean, like, what's one of the articles we could check out right now that you're working on, or what's a project that you're working on with yourself or with nuts and bolts that we can tag on here?
I think the latest one I had put out right before the Wizards went on their bye week, I believe. I'm gonna make another one probably this week. I believe they just clinched playoffs yesterday, so I'm gonna elaborate a little bit on that and how I feel about them as far as the playoffs.
Cool. And what is your like Instagram so everybody can check out all the things that you're working on or find you on that website?
On Instagram is Jordan Andretti, so JordanAndretti.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for taking the time to talk to me and, getting an inside view on everything that you're going through. I hope you stay safe, take care, and everybody check out his articles on the Nuts and Bolts website.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.